Hey y'all, it's Liz, and today our video is going to be about 5 tips to help you when going through pregnancy alone. So, if you're on this video, you know, or you are probably going through pregnancy by yourself. And I want to tell you, pregnancy alone is one of the hardest things that you ever will go through. But the thing that I want to make clear is just because you're going through something hard right now does not mean that you cannot overcome it. It does not mean that you are destined for failure and your whole pregnancy has to be horrible. As somebody who went through pregnancy by herself, I was able to learn how to really alchemize this experience for myself and honestly make it so it's not as terrible. And these are the 5 steps that I learned that really helped me, on this journey to become better, not only as a mother, but as an individual. And also make sure that when baby comes, that I'm not harboring resentment for baby because of my situation and because of what it was that I went through with my child's father. So let's just get right into it. Step one, I would say connect to a higher power. Y'all, there is so much importance in getting your strength, your wisdom, your hope from somebody other than yourself. Me, I'm Christian. I believe in God. So I got my strength from God. I was a lot of reading my Bible. There was a lot of sermons. For a point, I cut out music entirely for the whole duration of my pregnancy. I was not really listening to music. It would just either be sermons or podcasts that would help grow me as a person. And the reason that I did that is because you need somebody to look, or you need something or someone to look up to who is not you. So the moments where I feel helpless, the moments where I feel alone, the moments where I feel as if nobody understands what I'm going through, that's when I had God to lean on because I understood, okay, God, I am your daughter. Here I am. Like, I need you. Please give me the strength. Please give me the wherewithal to make it. And there is a Bible verse that stuck with me for the longest time. Don't call me. I'm probably it's not the right scripture, but basically, it was a scripture that was saying, "Do I not feed the birds? Do I not water the grass? Do I not make sure everything else is taken care of? So why would I not make sure you, my child, is not taken care of? Do not be anxious for what tomorrow has to bring. Today has enough problems in its own. Leave today's problems for today and handle tomorrow's problems for tomorrow." So everything that I would stress about, everything that I would worry about, everything that I would feel anxious about, I had to remind myself to only focus on what is going on now, to only focus on my current, which is what I can control and what is in front of me. So the reason why I also say connect to a higher power, it doesn't matter if you're Buddhist, it doesn't matter if you're Hindu, it doesn't matter if you're Muslim, it does not matter who it is, but you need to have something bigger than yourself that you are able to derive your power from, that you are able to get hope from, that you're able to get your strength from, because not all the time are we able to do it on our own. And when we know that there is something bigger than us out there that is watching over us, it really helps us significantly when the moments where we feel as if we have nothing. The second thing that I would say is to journal. Journal, journal, journal. During my pregnancy, I created this guided journal. It's called Doing It Alone, a journal for a healing journal to guide women who are going through pregnancy alone. So in this journal, it's a 30-day prompts, and each prompt has a different thing or a different question regarding pregnancy alone to help you, really come in terms with your emotions and the different things that you're feeling. For instance, just turning to a random page, one of the prompts is, have you forgiven yourself? And these were questions that I found to be extremely helpful when I was going through pregnancy alone and answering, and just an inner dialogue that I had with myself. I know sometimes when you're going through things in your journaling, I know prompts can be helpful. I also made sure to add in, spaces where you could just reflect on your notes without it. But journaling and getting all these emotions out, getting all these feelings out, getting how you're feeling on paper is something else that can help you significantly, because you are not out here holding it in. You are not harboring stuff. You are allowing yourself to let it all out in your journal. And that's also another form of releasing. That's another form of healing. And when you are able to release the way that you're feeling on the inside, no longer are you bottling it up, but instead you are creating a positive outlet for you to get out your emotions and get out the way that you are feeling. So journal, like I said, journal, journal, journal. Again, like I said, if you would like, I have the Doing It Alone, a healing guide for pregnancy, a healing journal for women going through pregnancy alone with the scripts, and that could be another avenue for you to use. Or you could just get a regular journal and just journal um, your day to day thoughts and everything like that. So the third thing that I would say is pour into yourself. Take these 9 months as the moment to really boss up who you are and help elevate yourself spiritually, mentally, and physically. When I told y'all earlier that I did not listen to music, all I did was listen to scriptures and podcasts. That's all I did. It was just positive motivational podcasts because I realized a lot of the media that I consume and the things that I listen to and the things that I allow in my body, they have an impact in how I feel about myself, right? So I use this time. This could be a great time for you to kind of get a certification that you're interested in getting, learn a new course, take a course, or even just listen to podcasts or read a lot of different stories. This is the primal time while it is just you before baby comes to do all that you can in this 9-10 month span to really elevate yourself so you are at a different level and you're not where you were when you were pregnant and when you're going through everything that you are going through. A lot of times the reason why we are going through and we're struggling so hard during pregnancy alone is because we are so fixated on everything that is going wrong, and we're not shifting our mindset, we're not shifting our mind to think positive, not only to think positive, but we are not incorporating and we're not inputting positive thoughts, positive videos, positive podcasts, positive music, whatever the case may be. You are not inputting that into your brain, and as a result, all that your brain has is just the negative. So that, going into my next topic, I'm going to bring up the fourth step. And the fourth step is do not overindulge in negative social media. When I tell you, you are not going to want to do, like, all you may want to do while you're going through pregnancy alone is find women who are going through what you are going through so you know that you are not alone. But what you don't understand, what you don't realize is when you're incorporating and you're looking at all of this sad media about other women going through pregnancy alone, women talking about how they're by themselves for their ultrasound, women talking about how they're by themselves with their baby shower and all they're doing is crying every day because they're so heartbroken because of everything that they're going through. What you're not realizing is not only do you have to deal with your own problems, but you are now allowing the problems of somebody else to come inside of you. So now you're doubling the hurt. You're doubling the pain, you're doubling the trauma. You're trying to make yourself feel less alone because you're like, okay, well, it's not just me. Other women are going through this too. But if other women are going through the same exact thing that you're going through and you're having a very negative experience for yourself, understand that that's just going to multiply the negative experience that you are already having. I remember when I had to do my ultrasound by myself, I purposely would not allow myself to watch these videos because you know what, at the end of the day, yes, I'm not with my child's father and I'm doing this whole pregnancy by myself, but I do not want to force something that can be beautiful, which is me finding out the gender of my child, to, oh my god, this lady was crying at her pregnancy, oh, this lady was crying at her ultrasound appointment. I wasn't crying, but now I'm thinking, oh my gosh, should I start crying? Is this, wow, this is terrible, you know? So do not give yourself reason to further put yourself in a pit and further put yourself in a deep hole because of the things that you're going through and that you're experiencing. And I know it's easier said than done. And the thing about social media is there are so many lies that are going to be thrown at you at such a vulnerable time. You'll have people who are telling you you're not worthy. You'll have people telling you that no man will ever love you because you are a single mother. You'll have people telling you that, oh, you should have chose better. You should have done this, that, and third. You have so many people throwing rocks at you for your situation. And why would you want to beat yourself down when you're already down? Why are you doing that to yourself? Let's sit down and let's actually talk about it. Why are you wanting to hurt yourself further than what is already happening? Yes, we understand the situation sucks. It shouldn't have happened, but it happened. Okay, you know, you and your child's father is not together. So why are you going to continuously beat yourself down when something has already happened and all you can do right now in this moment is just accept it? There's no point. There's no point in looking into media. Oh, what do men think about single moms? What does society think about single moms? How do people view single moms? None of that stuff either ever matters. Because me, a single mom myself, let me tell you something. The way society views me directly correlates with the way that I see myself. Never, after I got out of the negatives of social medias and the things that people used to tell me, and I removed the lies of single mothers being not worthy, and I told myself that inherently, mother or not, I am worthy, that I matter, that I'm worth it, regardless of if I have a child or not, I am still lovable. My reality reflect that. My reality reflect that. Nobody looks down on me because I have a child, or nobody that I've come across, you know? So, and the ones who do, they're just people who are not meant to be in our lives. You feel me? They're not people meant to be in my life. I haven't had issues with relationships. I haven't had issues with desirability. I haven't had issues with friends. I haven't had issues. Of course, there's, you know, you have the natural issues that you have, but the way social media will sit up here and tell you that nobody will ever want you, that you are a man's, you know, what's the word, that you are his leftovers. The way they'll tell you, I promise y'all, the real world is not like that for real. They're not. And even in the topic of men and love and all that stuff, that's not really what this video is about. I will say have discernment, because yes, there are people who like purposely come after single mothers, and because there's a notion that sometimes we are desperate because we believe that nobody's going to want us, but your biggest enemy will be your own desperation and your lack of self-worth and confidence. If you believe that nobody is going to want you, or nobody wants you because you are a single mom, you will allow yourself to stand for anything, and you'll allow to accept whatever comes your way. But you need to realize, because you are having baby and you are now somebody, and you are taking care of somebody who's not just yourself, your standards need to rise them, make them higher, multiply those standards. Because now you're not only focused about yourself, you're not only worried about yourself, but you're also worried about the baby that you are taking care of. Do not let nobody on this earth sit down and tell you that you are less than because you are a single mom. When I tell you that is a lie straight from the pits of hell, that is a lie. And they are saying that because they want you to have low self-esteem. They're wanting you to look down on yourself. They're wanting you not to believe that you are somebody who is worthy, that you are loved, that you are lovable, that you are able to have a happy life because of something that happened to you. Your past, the things that you've been through, they do not define who you are. You define who you are, and you are the one who gets to make the choices on the type of person that you want to be moving forward. This does not have to be something that hinders you for the rest of your life. And the last tip that I will give is be sure to enjoy yourself. I know this sounds easier said than done, but every moment that you can, that you feel joy, allow yourself to bask in joy, allow yourself to bask in laughter, allow yourself to really bask in being able to have gratitude and feel gratitude. There will be some days where I feel like I have nothing to be grateful for, but I'll start, you know what? I'm grateful that my car drives. I'm grateful I got hot water. I'm grateful for the food on my table. I'm grateful that I'm breathing. I'm grateful that I'm still alive. And when you start listing and you start doing, like, listing things, even if it's as small as that, you start putting yourself in a better mind space, because you're realizing all the things that you have to be thankful for. And moms, please, 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 I beg of you, take pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures. I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you feel like you never want to see your belly bump, blah, 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 blah. Take pictures. Take the maternity pictures. It don't matter if you just gonna prop up your iPhone or you prop up your Android. It don't matter if you're gonna prop up a Polaroid. Take those pictures. Take those maternity pictures. Take pictures with your belly, because further down the line, when you actually heal, you would like to look back at those. And even your children themselves, you would like to look back on those. I know pregnancy alone is very difficult. It was one of the hardest things that I ever went through in my life. But what I will say is that this is not a death sentence, that your life does not have to be completely miserable after that. And really, this is one of the most important times of your life, because this is where you are setting the foundation for the type of mom that you want to be and the type of woman you want to be for yourself. And our children deserve us at the most healed versions of ourselves. We can't control the past. We can't control what happened. We can't go back and change it. But what we can do is lay the foundation for the type of woman that we're wanting to be, the type of mom that we're wanting to be, and the type of life that we want to have for us and our child. So good luck. You have this. I am rooting for you as always, and much love.